Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Splashdown podcast. I'm Snoot,
I'm Crog.
and today we'll be talking about the weapon that has been pretty omnipresent in competitive Splatoon and, well, solo rank, just playing Splatoon in general. Going to Turf War right now, you'll probably see 3 or 4 of them. It's the Nzap 85. What's the kit of the Nzap 85? Should we go over that first?
Yeah, so Nzap 85 comes with...
Suction Bomb and Ink Armour. Yes, that's right. It's an Ink Armour weapon, which means everybody loves it, because Ink Armour's great.
I mean, I love it. I think it was like the first weapon in Splatoon 2 that I really gravitated towards.
Yeah, our friend Jess, she basically only uses the Nzap whenever she plays it.
I mean, I did at one point only use it.
Or was that you as well?
Yeah.
Fair enough. But it's nice to diversify and get out, because the Nzap's a fun weapon to use,
Yeah.
but, you know,
I mean,
there's more to the game.
I haven't played with it for quite a few months now, and I was actually quite poor with it while I was researching it, so...
Yeah, we had a few games, and yeah, we weren't as good as...
No, I was a bit rusty.
Oh well, we should go over the more finer details of the weapon, I think. It takes 200 points to get its special, which is pretty quick when you consider how much it paints, really.
While I was playing it, I felt like it took forever to get it. I'm not sure why.
I was getting it pretty
maybe
quickly.
Maybe it was because I was dying quite a lot, though.
Maybe.
That's the thing as well. Because it's such a slayery weapon, you tend to jump in and, like, die almost immediately if you're not careful.
Yeah, I was focusing on painting quite a bit, and I did get my armour quite a few times. But, yeah. Why should we use the Nzap 85 above other popular armour weapons like the 96, the Junior, the Ken's Undercover Umbrella? Not that that's that popular. Maybe the Permanent Ink Brush.
Oh, well,
Rapid.
I can tell you why you can't. Yeah, it's better than the permanent ink brush anyway.
Yeah. It stops your fingers falling off.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you can just press it down once instead of several million times.
I don't mind using the semi-automatic nozzle noses, but ooh, I don't like the pain that brushes cause me. Ah well. Yes, why should we use it above them, do you think, Grog?
Well, it's fast.
Yeah, that's the main good point about the Nzap,
It's
isn't it?
light.
It's a very light weapon. You swim fast, you run around fast, you paint a lot. It's very, very mobile.
It's quite accurate as well.
Yes. Especially when compared to the Splattershot Junior. Your
Yeah.
shots are going in. You've got more range than
I
the
think
Junior
they're
as
quite
well.
probably the most comparable weapon, but I think the Nzap just has that edge with it having that slight bit more accuracy.
You see, I disagree because I prefer the Junior, but... No. Junior's got
No, I'm kidding.
the ink tank and gets
Yes.
special quicker and paints better.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, I think it has like a wilder spray on it.
Oh yeah, you've got to be... An Nzap can go toe-to-toe with a Tentatek a lot better, or an L3 these days, or whatever it is the kids are using.
Those hip and happening kids.
Yeah. Well, an Nzap goes toe-to-toe with pretty much any weapon in the game, considering how fast it is.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about it. Paints well. It's another good thing. What about negatives?
Oh, it doesn't have that much range, but that's neither here nor there. It has the same range as like a splatter shot.
Yeah, we tested it out, and it's the
exactly
same.
the same.
Same, but yeah, you will quick kill faster with a splash shot. Definitely,
Yeah,
it's a
but
3-shot kill.
Ends up
4.
it's lighter and you can be faster with it.
You can, but if the splatter shot's hitting its shots, it'll win every time in that confrontation.
Yeah. So best to avoid a splatter shot if you're an Nzap.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably its biggest weak point. Its weakness when it in firefights. Other weapons of comparable ranges than the .52, like we spoke about in last week's podcast. Plug. The Tri-Slosher, the Splatter Shot, all of these kill faster and are, better slayers.
I mean, every weapon's gonna have its counter.
As it should do, yeah.
Yeah, or else the game would just be very unbalanced. If things like that tend to happen. They'll have one weapon that seems to dominate because it has like these overpowered skills, like.
And Splatoon really isn't like that, which is lovely. The Nzap 85 is the most popular weapon in 3 of the 4 ranked modes, going by X rank, but it's not dominating or anything. For example, in Splat Zones, 51 of the top 500 use the Nzap 85 mainly, but other weapons are really up there, with E-liters having 40.
That's surprising with E-liters.
Yeah, for zones, well, they can protect the zone pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not scope, but to be honest, I'm not a charger main, I don't really know. I'm sure.
God forbid.
Yeah, I enjoy using them in turf. Like, so do you.
I'm very bad at them, but I enjoy using them. I want to be good at a charger, yeah.
Yeah, using them can help improve your aim, which
Yeah.
everyone needs. This is for February 2021, I should clarify. 51 out of the top 500. Yes, for every mode except Rainmaker, it's the number 1 weapon used.
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I was poor with it earlier, because we were playing it as in Rainmaker.
We were, but it's still very much up there for Rainmaker, being like a 3rd or 4th most used weapon behind the Tentatek, which is number 1 there at the moment. So we've gone over the good points for the weapon and why that might be the case. It's a bit strong at painting, which is basically the aim of the game.
Yes, Splatoon. What you gonna do?
You win by paint. Yes,
even in any mode, it's painting that gets you places.
Oh yeah.
If you don't have any turf, you're gonna lose.
It's good enough for killing. I mean, it is weaker than a Tentatek, but it's not that much weaker. And you got the ink armor for helping your team and going into pushes together.
Ooh, that's also a good thing about the Nzap, is that you can help your teammates out with it, and also you get a bit of that killing action without actually killing anyone.
Yeah.
It really boosts up your kill score.
It's a prime support weapon.
I just said killed and not splatted. I'm really sorry. Nobody dies in Splatoon.
No, nobody dies in Splatoon. Yes. So.
Nobody dies in Splatoon.
I'm looking here at the previous patch notes for the weapon, and since 4.2.0, it has received numerous buffs. It's been buffed in every single patch, despite being the most popular weapon.
It hasn't been patched for a while, though, so.
No. Last patch it received was only a minor one. It apparently increased the damage dealt to the Booyah Bomb armor by 17%, so that's not much. But
there's no way you're going against a Booyah Bomb single-handedly with an Nzap. That's just silly.
It used to have 190 points to get its special, but that was increased to 210 and then decreased to 200, which it is now. So that's kind of a big thing.
So they just went, let's increase it loads. And then, this is a bit too much, let's take it down like a notch.
Yeah, I think that's because people were using H3s and .96 and juniors and other armor weapons instead at that point. But yeah, it's back up to where it was before really now. It's the armor weapon of choice mostly. Yes. Should we talk about kits?
Or should I tell you what Sheldon thinks of the Nzap? Because he's always got some good. He's got some good insight. Does Sheldon? Probably because he supplies you with these bloody weapons.
He makes the thing.
He has quite a lot to say about the Nzap. A lot more than the .52 girl.
He would, wouldn't he?
The Nzap 85 is a shooter with excellent ink efficiency. Oh yeah, it has like 100 and something shots in its tank. You can shoot it for a really long time without running out of ink, which is also a plus.
You wouldn't need an ink saver main, no.
Not using saver main.
You wouldn't need it though.
Yes, excellent ink efficiency and rapid fire capability. Its attack power isn't all that, which we've gone over. But you can use its features to ink turf quickly as you pressure your opponents. Use the suction bombs to further stick it to the baddies. Stick it.
Oh.
And as you close in on them, pop your armor and watch them squirm. This weapon is the very definition of reliable. I recommend it for players who put a big emphasis on ink coverage, which should be everyone really. It's the like aim of the game.
Yeah, should be, but sometimes it isn't, and that's annoying. But it's fine, yeah. So it's old reliable, he calls it. That's
Yeah, he
interesting.
says if you want something reliable, which I've said that before. It's like it's just a very easy go-to weapon.
Yeah, it's something solid, I guess.
Yeah, solid, dependable, reliable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, can I go over the design of the Nzap? Because I think it's really cool. It's like one of the only weapons that doesn't look like it's holding water. I mean, it is like a water pistol kind of thing, but it's based off the NES gun that you play Duck Hunt with.
Yes, the NES Zapper, which is why it's called the Nintendo Zapper 85.
Nzap.
Yes. I think I don't remember exactly, but I think the image on the weapon, is it Nintendo written in Squiddish?
Ooh, you'd hope so.
I think it is. I'm just getting up a picture. It's way too small to see. No.
It is like the Nintendo Zapper does have like Nintendo written on it, and it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
I think like it's that orange trigger as well is very iconic.
With most English text or Japanese text in the game, they sort of make it into Squiddish, though, don't they? So I presume that'll be Squiddish, like in the Octo expansion. Everything that would have English text on it is changed into gobbledygook and stuff. Like I saw a picture of a Game & Watch the other day that had just Squiddish written all over it, and the Mr Game & Watch was exchanged for an octopus, which was cool. Fun fact about the Nzap, of course, is that it is based on the Nintendo Zapper, something we've already said, but it's the Nzap 85, because that's the original revision of the Nintendo Zapper brought out in 1985 in America.
Yeah, it's a very iconic looking piece of weaponry.
Yeah, I don't know when it came out in Europe, but
probably several years afterwards, because that's how Nintendo works.
Yeah, they had the whole. No
wonder Sega reigned.
Yeah, if you don't know anything about Nintendo, the NES in Europe, look it up. They didn't do well. Licensed it out to Mattel and things like that.
No.
Meanwhile, the Master System was cleaning up after the computers. Yes. Anyway, the Nzap 89 is named after the Nintendo Zapper 89.
85.
No, 89. Oh? I'm talking about the orange one now.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because here's the Bants. I'm bringing the Bants. The colour was changed, and I quote, "As a result of a soldier who filed a lawsuit and sued Nintendo of America Inc., claiming he had mistaken a grey NES Zapper for a real gun." Great.
That's okay. I know. No. The trigger's orange. It's like a vivid orange, and it's obviously plastic.
Yeah, and it's got a wire coming out of it.
It looks nothing like a real gun. It says Nintendo on the side.
Well, yeah, this was from America though, and they like to sue over everything.
Actually, guns, any kind of plastic like water pistol or anything like that has to have an orange tip on it to make sure that police know it's not a real gun.
Is that in America?
Yeah, in America. I'm not sure if it's in the other places, but yeah, they sell them with orange tips.
I mean, yeah, every toy gun
So even
I
like
see.
your Super Soco, like even though it doesn't look anything like a real gun.
Yes. Well, an Nzap doesn't look like a real gun, does it?
No.
Otherwise, I don't think they'd put it in Splatoon. Although, then again, the Splatling looks quite a lot like a Gatling gun.
I think the Splash-O-Matic really looks like a gun. Well, it literally is a tattoo gun.
Yeah, tattoo gun. Yeah.
Always bringing up that Splash-O-Matic.
To be fair, that's because the Splash-O-Matic's really good.
I think it's like the coolest looking weapon.
You like your steampunk.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes. Should we go over kits then?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
sure.
I should mention quickly the Nzap 83 is modelled after the Famicom design, which is in 1983 was when the Famicom's Zapper
That's
was released.
the red one.
Yeah, like orangey. Famicom being what the Nintendo Entertainment System was called in Japan. Yes.
Interesting.
Very.
Mm,
Right, kits.
cool.
We're going to use Kiva's kit that he posted like 3 days ago on
Ooh.
sendu.inc again as an
Fresh.
example. Fresh, yes. Using this because he plays Slayers and
He plays Nzap a lot.
yeah, he does. You see him and he's like playing Nzap. You're like, oh yeah, fair enough.
I would be too.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the last couple of times I've played with him in X rank, he's like turned up with the Nzap. I'm like, oh nice, because I haven't ever played against him in. No, that's a lie. I think I did once, and he was using
We
H3.
played against him.
Yeah, in League. What was he using then? Can't remember.
Might have been a pro.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. Let's back on topic. The mains he uses are Last Ditch Effort, Object Shredder, and Swim Speed Up. Yes. That's an interesting kit. In fact, the most used ability by a country mile on Sendu Inc. on the current patch Nzap is Object Shredder.
I never use Object Shredder.
Might be time to use Object Shredder. I mean, it counteracts the Nzap's biggest flaw against objects, doesn't it?
True.
That it's weak. Yeah. 80% almost. Kits use Object Shredder.
Maybe my kit must be all wrong as well.
Well,
Yeah.
you can use what you want. It doesn't matter. Like,
you have your quick super jump, which is what I use quite a bit of.
Kiva uses one sub there, which is what I tend to use on everything, to be honest.
Yeah. It's good. And then gotta have your ink resistance. Ink resistance on absolutely everything. Don't go without ink resistance.
Oh, life's a bore when you don't have ink resistance on. Yeah, Kiva uses one sub.
Main power up.
Kiva has one main of main power up. Yes, or 3 subs, I should say, which is basically equivalent to a main.
Yeah, that just means it's gonna ink a bit more.
Yes, a little bit of ink. We should cover what main power up does.
Yeah.
It increases
makes it more ink
coverage. Yes, you fire down a bullet, covers slightly more turf. Pretty good.
I think a lot of people think that the main power up just makes the gun more powerful, which is not the case.
No, I wouldn't say it was like essential on an Nzap.
No, I don't think it is at all, because it already inks like very well anyway.
Yeah.
You could have different things on there.
It adds a little bit of something, a little bit of spice, but I don't think that's an essential thing on there.
No, because you could put another swim speed on there and you could be like...
Yeah, he's already got a main of swim speed. He's also got a sub of bomb defense up and special... what do you call it? Special growing?
The one where the special gauge goes up quicker. That one.
That one, yeah. And a couple of subs of run speed up, which...
Yeah. That's
yes, so that's playing to the Nzap's advantage.
Last ditch effort.
Yeah, it's last ditch effort, which is I like a bit of last ditch effort.
It's good sometimes.
Yes, this kid is recommended for every mode, by the way. Although I'd say last ditch effort can be a bit situational. I'm not sure I'd go with it in modes where the enemy team's not gonna push that hard.
I'd put more
Splat
swim
zones,
speed
maybe.
on it if you were doing Rainmaker or Clam Blitz.
Yeah, I mean you can make your own kit, can't you? It's not like
Yeah.
a weapon that super needs anything.
That's the thing with seeing other people's kits. You can be like, oh, that's what they use, but it might not work for you either.
Might not work so well. Yeah, I'm quite a fan of the Ninja Squid Nzap personally, but I just like Ninja
Not
Squid
for
on
me.
everything because I'm pretty aggressive when I use slayers like that and want to sort of shark around, get some easy kills. Yes, so that's the kits they use up in X rank. Well, it's the kit that Kiva uses in X rank. The ability that's used most often, other than Object Shredder and all that, like a main ability, is run speed. with average application of 8.4 application points, which basically a sub equals 3 application points. So, yeah, it's about 3 subs.
That's too much math.
Yeah, a little bit. 3 subs. A main is 10 application points. So, you can work out how many application points there are. But what is an application point?
Yeah, no. This is the first I've heard of it, and it sounds like something you'd get on like a CV.
Yeah, something I'd need.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nah, the real question is, what's a salmon run point? And who cares?
No.
Like, you get all these points in salmon run, and they're like, what?
Can't do anything with them.
What's that even mean, boys?
And then they get rid of them.
Yeah. Salmon run points broken. They're gone. Destroyed.
Never to be seen again.
Mm.
That was a weird change they made. Not sure I'm into that.
What change is that?
But you get up to 400.
Yeah, I don't see why you should stop at 400 in salmon run. Like, I suppose it stops you getting hazard level max every time you play.
But maybe I won't have hazard level max every time I play.
It would make the sheen wear off, I think.
But what you think about Brian, who plays salmon run all the time
on YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, all you see is him doing hazard level maxes, and it's like, ooh, that's cool.
You'll get to like 800. And
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That would take time, man. Time. Yeah, we enjoyed salmon run, don't we?
Yeah.
Always like to warm up with salmon run.
In Splatoon 3, I'd really like them to expand more on that sort of gameplay.
Yeah, you say you noticed the salmon run logo in the Splatlands.
Yes,
Plaza place.
There's this vague sighting of a neon sign of a fish, and it looks very much like the salmon run sign in Splatoon 2. So
yeah, so if the salmonids are sort of the persecuted good guys in Splatoon 3, I guess you'll be going up against sanitized salmonids or whatever.
Yeah, like sanitized octolings.
Maybe they're salmonid bandits, perhaps.
Ooh.
Mad Max style out and you get different. Oh, it'd be cool if it was like
they're on horses, but they're seahorses.
Yeah, something like that. That's fun.
Yeah, so it's almost like it's not confirmed or anything, but it's almost certain that Grizz is probably going to be the villain in Splatoon 3. Because there was that the Nintendo posted out, or Splatoon posted out that thing that said SOS, Save Our Salmons.
Yeah, the Save Our Salmons logo in 2020, at the start of 2020. I guess they were originally going to reveal Splatoon 3 in 2020, maybe?
Well,
maybe not.
I mean, obviously, a lot of games have been pushed back.
Yeah.
Can't work on them as well this year.
No, the Splatoon devs were working on Animal Crossing as well, so...
Oh, I didn't know they worked on...
Yeah, the bulk of the team, Animal Crossing. They probably still got a skeleton team working on whatever.
Yeah,
they still have to add. Oh, yeah. I liked Animal Crossing, but I wish it had launched with more, like, content.
Yeah, it needed to launch with more.
I mean, I guess they pushed it out when they did for, like, maximum lockdown sales.
They were already late with it. Because they announced it couple of years ago. And they were like, oh, it's coming in spring. Then it was like a year later when it actually came out.
Yeah.
Because people were expecting it to come out when Smash was coming out.
Damn, were they?
Oh, no, not Smash. I mean...
2017.
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Ooh, I don't remember that.
I think I was waiting for some kind of Animal Crossing announcement, and it never came in that direct, so I was a bit like, Yeah,
it got pushed back, but they're finally moving on from that, the bulk of the team, and they could work on Splatoon 3. Hooray! As you say, Grizz is probably going to be the bad guy. but we're still going to be able to do salmon runs. So, do
Yeah,
you
it's a
think
bit
there'll be
odd. Yeah.
salmon bandits, perhaps mini grizzes instead?
Little bears.
Little-
Ooh.
Little frumpety bears running through the. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Instead of Little Judd, there'll be a Little Grizz.
Yeah.
He's cloned himself.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, what is Mr Grizz? Do you think he's going to be some dude? Just like a salmonid?
Just like, yeah. Ooh, why would a salmon want to like collect loads of salmon and stuff?
What if he was collecting loads of eggs to breed?
It took me
An
a
army.
long time to make the connection between the salmon rung and Grizz, because obviously bears, like grizzly bears, eat salmon.
Yes, in fact they go on salmon runs. That's
Oh,
what they do.
do they actually call it salmon runs?
Yeah, salmon run is when they have a feeding frenzy on salmon. Yep.
Oh! You
That-
learn something new every day.
Yeah, do. It's the bear zone, boys.
Danger. Bears.
Danger, danger. High voltage.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so perhaps Mr. Grizz is going to be the bad guy who's been breeding a big army of salmons
Maybe
you have
it's
to
gonna
fight.
have nothing to do with him.
Maybe it's going to have absolutely nothing to do with him, yes.
I'm not even sure why he needs all those eggs.
Well, maybe he's going to eat them like they do.
But he could just eat all those salmons.
They look rough and tough and not
Yum
very
yum yum
tasty.
yum 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 yum. I don't know, the small fry though.
Yeah.
Little buddy.
No,
Yum 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 yum.
don't eat little buddy. No,
Yum 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 yum.
don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm a virgin.
Do you? Yeah. No, the Japanese like eating their raw eggs, don't they? They call them
Oh,
salmon eggs.
they love a bit of fish.
Yeah.
Oh, you have raw fish and everything. It's called sushi.
Wow, that was an obscure fact.
Yeah, I know.
The listeners won't have known that one.
I'm sorry, I'm a weep.
Oh.
I'm a Japanophile.
Oh, did you know it's sushi?
Oh.
Land of the rising sun, am I right? What about sunshine
I did
land?
have like some good Japan knowledge last podcast, so
You did with your onsen knowledge.
yeah, my onsen knowledge is on point.
Yeah, you're a nice onsen, am I right? He lives in an onsen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's got a
Thousands of
Skating.
onsens in Japan, though, you know.
yeah. Well,
Some outdoors, some indoors,
terribly exciting.
because it's volcanic there.
Yeah, Ring of Fire, innit?
Got a lot of volcanic water. Very warm.
Much like the Nzap, very warm.
What?
Well, like like it's a hot weapon. Everyone wants to use it.
Oh. You were trying to be slick then, and they went over my head.
I was trying to bring us back on topic, but to be honest, I want to carry on talking about Mr. Grizz. To be
Yeah,
honest. It's
he's
too-
very interesting.
Yeah.
Who is he? What?
I'd like. I think it would be the most fun if he was just like an inkling.
Yeah.
And it was like building up to the big reveal, and it just looks like you. It's just an inkling dude.
I'd like it to be like some kind of small sea creature though, like a prawn or something.
Oh, that'd be also very funny.
Or like a jelly. I mean, obviously, jellies just
Maybe.
don't do anything.
Oh, they're vibing.
Yeah, that's what they do. They vibe.
Yeah. And there's that long jelly in Splatoon 3.
Ooh, there's like that sea urchin in the corner of the plaza, and it's having a haircut.
Yeah. God, I can't remember his name. He was the guy you went to for chunks in the first game.
Oh, is he?
He is, yeah.
That's another thing. I've never played Splatoon 1. I never had a Wii U, so
No.
never got on that hype train. I'm kind of glad I didn't get Splatoon 1 though, because looking at it now, it looks really dated actually.
Ooh, just lost the fans on that one, don't
I'm
you?
sorry, compared to Splatoon 2, I think it's a bit rough around the edges.
Well,
But then I'll be playing Splatoon 3 and think that Splatoon 2 is rough around the edges, so
I think Splatoon 2
that's a
is
good thing though.
Splatoon 2 is much better balanced than Splatoon 1. Splatoon 1 definitely had its upsides, like the E-liter was so good. Like all the loads of the weapons were just really powerful, which was fun.
But I think that's something in Splatoon 2 and that thing's a bit more balanced.
Yeah, It's fun to just pick up a really powerful weapon every now and then, like the Lunar Blaster Neo. You don't know how good that was in the first game. Oh my god, Bomb and Bomb Rush, rather than the Ink Mine and Bomb Rush it has these days for some reason.
Because they don't want things to be overpowered. They need to have a rounded weapon.
Yeah. What if Mr Grizz is the Lunar Blaster Neo from the first game?
Taking out his revenge.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a weapon.
Okay. Maybe it's Sheldon, because like, think about it. Who are the two characters in the universe that create weapons? Number 1, Sheldon. Number 2, Mr Grizz.
Can we talk about Grizzco weapons? Because oh my god, they are scary in how they look. They're like ordinary like versions of the weapon, but like stripped bare of everything and like have add-ons.
Yeah, I think they look like he's made them himself in his garage, which is weird.
I really like the umbrella. It looks like the metal parts of an umbrella without the canopy. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's so good as well. It's like a tent umbrella with a firing rate of better than an undercover, and it's so...
Imagine if
paints so well.
Splatoon were that powerful.
Be like Splatoon 1, wouldn't it?
Absolute chaos. No wonder Chaos won. Everyone wants like, these insane weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I wish Order had won. I've got to say.
I don't. I think it's really cool because it's dictated the way the new game, Splatoon 3, is gonna go. Because it's obviously in a sort of chaotic sort of Mad Max world.
Yeah. I think it would have been cooler if it was cyberpunk. I said it like that as a reference to Big Man Lee, but I don't think anyone
Nobody's gonna know that.
No, he liked to play
All 5
cyberpunk.
of the listeners.
Yeah, well.
There's at least 20 views on the other one, so...
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
We better carry on then, lads,
I
haven't
know.
we?
We got a good thing going here.
Leave a like on the video if you like the
Give
podcast.
us a thumbs up and maybe subscribe.
Okay. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you like what you see. And, Lee, could you tell me what to say? Classic. Should we call it a day now, or should we...
I mean, we stopped talking about the Nzap like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, we should round it off with giving some advice on how to use the Nzap.
Ink.
Yeah. Well, check out your composition, your team composition, that is. And if they can't ink a lot. If they can ink, then you should also ink a lot. You should probably ink, you know. Use that curling bomb strategically, put it around corners.
Curling bomb?
Sorry, suction bomb. Been talking for half an hour. Put that suction bomb around corners. Very annoying. Yeah. Very annoying when that happens.
That's me all over.
Yeah. Learn the timing for it so you can throw it right when people are jumping in. And...
Yes, I had a good kill earlier with that.
It's always very
really satisfying, but very annoying for other people.
Yeah, because you see it as you're jumping in, you're like, oh, great. I just wasted my time. Oh, well, at least I want quick respawn. Yeah.
Oh no, I forgot my quick respawn.
Whoopsie. Yeah.
That's also something you can put on your gear.
You
quick
could.
respawn for Nzap.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the front line,
Yeah.
so...
Probably gonna die a lot.
Yeah, it depends on what you're playing, really, isn't it?
Can't be a defensive Nzap. You have to be aggressive.
Yeah, make sure you're at the ink painting a lot. If you're facing a tent attack or whatever, try and get the first shot in and surprise them. But I mean, you know, that's kind of advice for every weapon. I wouldn't go all guns blazing like towards them, walking straight or anything like that.
You dodge and weave or get out of there
Yeah, you want to use your speed because you have a lot of it. Your ground walking speed. You're a lot more accurate on the ground than you are in the air, like you are in most weapons. So, and you're fast, so go left, right. Don't always commit to one direction. You don't have to shark like you did with the .52 to get kills, really, because you've painted so much. You can just weave around and swim up to them and do all kinds of jazz.
Do some funky moves.
Yes.
Do things that they don't expect you to do, really.
Just be the Nzap their mothers always warned them about. Alright, should we call that a day?
I think so.
Okay, this has been episode 2.
I can't believe we made an episode 2.
Yeah. Alright, this has been episode 2. I'll call that a day now. I hope you can now use your Nzap 85 in battle.
Oh, you can just go out there, use whatever weapon you want, play the game how you want.
I mean, yeah. It's a lot more fun if you use lots of different weapons, but...
Mix it up.
Yeah, the 85, popular weapon. Good weapon. Use it.
Yeah.
I've been Snoot.
I'm Crog. Loft.
Yeah. the impossible to spell YouTube channel, The Crog Loft.
There's 2 F's.
Yeah, and there's a the at the start.
Yeah.
It's all one word.
I'm the Crog Loft.
Yeah.
It's not one word. It's the Crog Loft.
Okay, well, I'm open square bracket. Never mind. I've got a little face at the start of my thing, but
It's, you are Snoot. I am Snoot Crog.
something like that. Yeah.
Our team tag is Snoot.
Yeah, it's a snooty face. Yes. So
I'll
if
put a visual description of what the Snoot looks like.
so if you see us in League or indeed ranked, say hello.
Give us a little wave.
One for the boys.
We are constantly playing Splatoon, so
Yeah.
we've probably seen everyone at this point.
Honestly, yeah. Especially in League. Alright. See you later.
Bye!